Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. It's ammunition testing day and it's 9mm. I think I'm gonna get a bunch of shirts made up like this that have all the different calibers on it. So when I do ammunition tests, I just wear them like, this is the caliber we're testing. But this is Igman 9mm, 124 grain full metal jacket. One of the members over at the AK Files, Sean, donated this for us to test. Very big thank you to him for doing that. Let's throw this on the table and talk about what we're gonna do today. 9mm is one of my more favorite rounds to test, so I have the most barrel lengths afforded to us. We have a 3-inch, a 4-inch, a 4.5, a 7.72-inch, and 16-inch. We're gonna check our velocity and general function in our guns. I only have a limited amount of these, so you don't get a long-term review on this, but this is just a general idea so that if you're looking at picking up some of this, I do believe SG Ammo and Global Ordnance has it. So if you're just looking at it and you want to know if it meets a certain velocity spec or may function in a gun similar to yours, that's kind of what I'm here for. It's around 40 to 45 degrees outside today, getting towards winter. We've got our Pro Chrono Digital DLX as always. Up first, we start with our shortest barrel length. This is our Springfield Hellcat with the 3-inch barrel. We've got the Apex Enhancement trigger kit in there. Really nice micro compact 9mm. And now we have our Glock 19 Gen 4 MOS. We have a holo sun up top. I bought an Apex trigger kit for this that I'll have to install at some point. And now we have our 4.5-inch barrel. This is our Palmetto State Armory Dagger. This is essentially a Gen 3 Glock 19. Has a different trigger shoe on it. This one actually has factory night sights and the DLC coating in gray on the slide. I've also added the threaded barrel from Palmetto State Armory. One thing I will say while watching the Dagger over here off camera is it seems to have a pretty consistent ejection pattern. We're looking at about the 3 to 4 o'clock. And now for our PCC, this is our CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1 SBR. Various HBR parts on this. Probably get tired of me saying this. This is my favorite 9mm gun. And finally, our 16-inch, another Palmetto State Armory gun. This is their ARV-9. It is a blowback 9mm. Takes our AKV or our Evo magazines. Got a Romeo 5 up top with a Midwest QD mount. Very nice little PCC. Got a Yankee Hill single port QD muzzle brake up front that I've bored out to 9mm. Not too shabby. I would say, based on the other 9mm that we're chronographing today without looking at the numbers in the spreadsheet, this is a slightly more mild load compared to the other two that we've checked today. Here is our Igman 9mm 124 grain, 25 yards with the 16-inch Silverline scope with all the zooms, 0.948, 0.839, and 1.021 inches. That's pretty much par for the course for a full metal jacket in 9mm. Typically, our jacketed hollow points give us better accuracy. Here is our Igman 124 grain full metal jacket at 100 yards using the AR-V9 from Palmetto State Army. So that's a 16-inch barrel using the Primary Arms 18 power Silverline scope, 2.916 inches. This is the second best ammunition type for accuracy that I tested on this day. I tested the Norma NV, the Norma white box, and this. The NV had the worst accuracy, and then the white box was the best. A little bit of wind today, but I'm shooting into the wind. This was the third group that I shot for this. The first one was not the greatest. I typically spend a little bit of time doing these. I'll come down and check after 3 groups with a 9mm, but I'm 20 to 30, sometimes even a minute between shots, so I'm taking my time. I won't take up too much of your time because I'm getting cold, but I would say this is just a very average 124 grain 9mm load. We didn't have anything exceptionally high for velocity. Accuracy was right in line with what we've tested a couple other loads in the same day. I like that the primer is sealed for long-term storage. Didn't have any failures of any kind. Everything went bang that went in all of my guns. At the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who helped make these possible. Number 1 is my Patreon supporters. Number 2 is the fine gentleman over at the AK Files who donated that ammunition for us to review. And of course, number 3 is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.